House Republican National Committee Chief Strategist and Communications Director Sean Spicer joins me now. Sean, good to see you. It's a big day for all of you at the RNC, and Ted Cruz has pretty much dominated the news cycle. What words would you use to describe what he did last night?
Disappointed. He had an opportunity as a leader in the conservative movement to talk about what's at stake this November, and the contrast between the team that Mike Pence and Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton and whichever liberal she chooses. So there's a lot at stake in this election. I think Ted Cruz had an opportunity to talk about that, and unfortunately he didn't.
But the speech was out there. Everybody had read through it. The remarks were embargoed. But so, was there any discussion about pulling him from the podium, given what he was about to do?
No, look, I think it's what happened yesterday actually speaks volumes to who Donald Trump is. He bested 16 really highly qualified candidates, and he invited them all to participate in this convention with no conditions. I think each of them had a choice. Some of them have chosen to stay home, and I think that's, if they have an issue. Ted Cruz accepted that invitation, and I think he had an opportunity to go out there and, again, explain to the American people what's at stake this election, because it's not just about 4 years of Hillary Clinton. It's about Supreme Court justices that the next president will appoint that will shape the trajectory of this country for a generation and beyond. So, look, yes, he had an opportunity and he chose not to use it.
Let's play a little soundbite, and then I want to talk to you about tonight. This is him talking to the Texas delegation this morning.
I'm watching. I'm listening. And as I told you last night, the standard that I intend to apply is which candidate I trust to defend our freedom and be faithful to the Constitution. I can tell you, I'm not voting for Hillary.
It's just kind of odd. He said you have to vote last night. He said go out and vote, do not stay home, and then he says he's not voting for Hillary. So I don't know why
That's right.
A plus B equals C seems to be a difficult equation for who we know is a very intelligent person.
That's right. I mean, there's no question. Ted Cruz understands what's at stake. He's been a leader in this. And yes, you can argue that there's other people on the ballot, but at the end of the day, there are only two people who can be president of the United States in November. One is Donald Trump, and one is Hillary Clinton. So if you're not voting for Donald Trump, then you are effectively voting and supporting Hillary Clinton.
All right, Sean, let's talk a little bit about tonight in terms of what goes forward here. Donald Trump has a big night ahead and an opportunity to kind of put a bow on all of this in a positive way. What do you expect tonight?
Well, obviously, I'm a little bit biased. I think Reince Priebus is going to speak tonight just after 9 o'clock. He's going to do a great job of laying out where we are as a party in the contrast that Donald Trump and Mike Pence have with Hillary Clinton. Then I think you're going to hear Ivanka Trump speak, and this is going to be the fourth of the Trump children who have all done such a phenomenal job of telling the American people and frankly the world who their dad is in a way that people haven't seen before. So I think there's going to be a lot of eyes on that. And then you're going to see Donald Trump take the stage for the first time officially as the Republican nominee to accept that nomination and talk about his values and solutions and policies that are going to guide this country forward.
All right, Sean, thank you. Just one before you go, the pledge that the RNC had all the candidates sign, are there any repercussions from the RNC for Ted Cruz since he appears to have reneged on it?
Well, that's a great question. I mean, the pledge is part of a data agreement that goes back cycles. And what that means is we agree that we're going to give you Republican data on all of these voters. And in return for the data and access to it, that you agree that you will support the nominee and stay within the party. So the folks that haven't done that, I think the question that, that's politicians and everyone, frankly, their word is their bond. And so if you don't keep it, I think that says a lot about the individual.
Interesting. All right, we'll see how that shapes up going forward. Given that, Sean, thank you very much. Always good to talk to you.